is your turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pressure Points. I'm your host, Jacob Seaman. Connor Ford, Ryan Kennedy, co-hosts. Fucking...
What's happening?
What's the deal?
What's happening?
What's the deal?
We were running hot just before the
Just getting
start and
heated.
just had to hit the record button.
We
and get
talk.
going.
We can get off the jump and start talking Nate Hamzat.
Yeah, that came up and we were like, you know what?
Fucking
Let's run it.
bullshit, dude.
So
Piss me off. It's so annoying. They're main eventing that?
I know.
Why? That
The
sucks.
UFC has this weird view of Nate still, like it's 2017 or something.
He's awesome, but not like that.
No, Nate's awesome. I love watching him fight. He's really cool, and a lot of people like him.
Yeah.
But there's no way you're telling me he's this big enough draw to give your to give your number one hype train in this fucking, pretty competitive top, at the top of the chain in the welterweight division, like a pretty competitive division with a lot of intriguing fights that could be made. And
you could say that,
and then they're like, no, like let's have him fight Nate Diaz. Like, who is that for?
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that. And
I will say this: it might be if you talk about why they're feeding him Hamzat, and they want the most eyes on it to really devalue Nate before he leaves.
It is completely just
but
a
I'm just
pot
saying,
shot
like,
at Nate
it's just
while
like,
he leaves.
Yeah, it's to make him
That's
look
it.
as bad
he's
as
got
possible.
to sign the contract.
Dana's just gooning.
Yeah, but Nate, he's trying to just get out, and Dana's like, okay, here you go.
I know, but Nate still has to fucking...
Yeah, but they will...
Like, if Nate really wanted to fucking leave and not give a fuck, he wouldn't fight Hamza. He'd be like, fuck you, dang... Like,
no, because he wants to fight somewhere else.
He'd be posting on Twitter right now talking shit. There's, like...
He has been.
He said the UFC does not... They're not offering me any fight. Their whole thing is that they won't give him fights, and the only fights they'll give him are just fucking, like...
I know,
Who was the other one that they were going to give him?
It's still crazy to me that he
really
fucking
Luque, they
signed up for
said, I
this.
think.
I mean, that would be kind of cool.
I guess, yeah, that would be fun.
Nah, that would be...
Luque would get rocked for sure. Luque get rocked and then just come back with the fucking Fist of Fury.
I want to see that fucking
That would
fight
be
now.
cool.
Why
That would
don't
be
they-
a way
why don't they
cooler...
Like, why don't they do Nate Luque?
Again, allergic to cool stuff.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Like, if they... Imagine, 2 days ago, they announced Nate Luque as a fucking co-main or something.
Why not?
I'd be like, oh,
right.
fuck, dude. That's kind of cool.
That's
That'd
fucking
be
dope.
sick as hell.
And then Hamzat Cole... I don't know. Whatever.
No, it's
what do you...
Well, for them, it's it makes sense because if Nate loses, he has to go to Bellator with less appeal. Dana gets what he
boxing,
wants.
dude. He's not
Hamzat gets a
going to
win,
Bellator.
and to the
Fuck outta
casuals, Hamzat beating Nate's gonna be like, oh, he's cool. It's just more eyes for him, so it's a win-win-win for Dana. If he loses, and now if Nate Diaz somehow fucking wins,
I'll say this.
Holy
say
shit.
this. If Nate Diaz somehow pulls a win out of
coolest
this
thing
fight,
of all time for sure.
it's the coolest thing.
Yeah, it's the
and
most savage.
It'll
Just
be
leaves.
such a defining moment, and it's literally like a Punk beating Cena at Money in the
and
Bank
just
type
fucking-
thing. If he beats Hamza and it's just like fuck you.
Oh,
like,
dude,
I'm John.
I wonder if they'd even give him a
Then, you wanna
promo
talk,
after.
Okay, you want to talk about a draw? That dude's the fucking hottest dude in the business. If that happens, and I'm like,
he's
I'm not
boxing
kidding.
Canelo, dude.
Really?
He's gonna. It's funny because for a fact he's not fighting for the UFC title.
No,
He's
no,
going
no,
to
no.
box the best boxer in the world and
No,
get crushed.
Yeah,
Because that's what you do if you're a
Yeah.
good, popular MMA fighter.
Yeah,
You go, I want to go to boxing. That's what you do.
Yeah,
It's
go
funny.
fight Lomachenko.
Hamzat opened as a minus 1,100 favorite. That's fucking
That is
so wild.
It's like imagine putting just 20.
Why
You know
are
what I
you-
mean? Just throwing
Oh, of course.
But why are you even, if you're making a fight like that for a main event, why are you even making it? If odds open like that, you shouldn't have made that fight.
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's retarded.
Yes, it is.
Like-
it's fully talked.
It's fucking awful.
They're
dude.
clocked out in the fucking brain for that one. But
you know
you know
what is
what?
crazy is that Charles is the underdog. For
That is
the
crazy.
Islam fight.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, finishing touches on the Nate fucking Hamzat thing. It's just, I'm so intrigued now by the thought of Nate winning, but it's obviously
That's
such
like a Connor
it's-
somehow beating
it's a
Kamaru.
sacrifice.
Like,
I mean,
it's such a pipe dream because it's just there's nothing that would make sense about it.
no, it's like predatory matchmaking, dude. They're like
it is that is what it is.
They're like, who can we give to him
Yeah.
that will do
It's
the
gonna
most
be a
damage?
mauling.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck him up.
I mean, unless Hamzat just chokes him out, in which case, like, that's...
Sure.
Well, Hamzat tweeted, he was like, okay, I will handle Nate's funeral.
Yeah, he did say
Yeah.
that. But,
So,
like,
yes,
okay.
exactly, dude.
Yes.
That's exactly what everybody knows.
Man.
That it's a fucking...
Oh, yeah, dude. Nate wins. Fucking drops a pipe bomb with Rogan, handing him the mic.
They wouldn't give him... If Nate wins, he's not getting a promo after.
Oh, you don't think so?
I think he is.
If Dana's there...
No, he is.
I
He
mean,
is. There's
I mean,
no
then
way
all
they
hell
don't let
breaks
him.
If he
loose.
knows-
Yeah, that's a
No,
big
no, no.
deal.
If he
they
knows
do that.
for
Because
sure-
then all hell breaks loose, and the Diaz fucking boys are gonna raise some fucking hell.
Yeah, probably.
That would be nuts.
But I bet
Nah,
Dana would be like,
that would
no.
be
If
no.
Rogan was
Yeah,
there,
there's
he'd be
no
like,
way.
"Nah, I'm interviewing
Nah, he'd
Nate."
be like, give me the mic. Or he would... Nah, there's no way he
There's
would
no
say
way
some
they would.
shit.
There's no way Rogan would not be fucking itching to be like, "I'm interviewing Nate Diaz because he's choked out Hamzat Chimaev."
He would be, but I don't know if they'd give him that. If it's like for sure he's not re-signing, then
Has that ever happened?
what?
Like,
Somebody fights out. No, this has never happened in MMA.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, someone fights out and like they don't.
Well,
give
when
them
it's
the
like a
mic.
very publicized, like there's never been like a very publicized. Oh, fighter's fighting out his contract. This is his last fight with the. There's never been like a
No,
Money
I
in the
mean,
Bank
like,
2011 deal where like
That's true.
Oh,
That's
he
true.
could
We're getting a
leave.
we're getting a little crazy. It's all right.
yeah,
We're good.
yeah. So it's like
It's a fun conversation.
so like who knows? I personally think that fucking Dana would be so just like because it's so clear what he's trying to do with this is like oh let's give Nate the toughest shit and then fuck him like.
Well, someone would probably tell Joe to end the interview if he started going too far. They'd be like,
Yeah,
and Rogan's just be like, okay. He doesn't give a fuck. He'd be laughing his ass off if Nate
he
started
would,
going.
but he'd cut it. I mean, he's still like an employee. He's not just gonna.
I think
He's not gonna
look,
do his
man,
own fucking
I don't
thing.
think
I
he's
feel like
good
he's
fuck.
got enough stature that he can kind of do
He's got
whatever
so
he wants.
It's not. It's like
It fucks Dana
but it's
gotta
on
say to
like
him.
ESPN. It's fucking corporate.
Okay.
They're gonna be like, okay.
It's also the most entertaining thing that'll ever happen in
Of
the
course,
UFC.
but you think
'Cause
Joe's
we're
gonna
talking
fucking-
about like a fucking CM Punk pipe bomb thing.
Well,
Money
you
in the
think
Bank.
Joe's a fucking? He's not like a bastion.
I mean,
of fucking.
he's a company boy, but he's
Yeah,
also
dude.
like, he's also like a fan of like fun. Like if something like dope ass shit is like that is happening right in front of him.
He's also a fan of keeping his job.
I don't think
so
he's
I don't
gonna
think he would
fucking-
If
But
he gets,
what? There's
if he
no. If they fired Joe Rogan for that, I mean, that's just such a massive thing at that point.
That would be at this. But you're doing it anyway. You're
I just
having
don't-
that
I don't even
meltdown
think it would
anyway.
talk
happen.
about anyone be like. I
If
don't know,
if we're
that's-
in that situation, I don't think Joe's just gonna like.
Joe's gonna let him go. He's gonna be sitting there laughing his ass off, like.
Yeah, it'll be crazy. Because the thing is like, if he gets rid of Joe, then he has the same thing happen that if he would have told Nate to like, you know what I mean? Like it would have the same. People would be mad.
Sure, yeah.
And especially someone like Nate too, that like Rogan's already like they know each other. They're boys. And I mean,
The fucking
like you know what I
stands.
mean. They're not like he's not some rando to Joe.
Well, yeah,
Rogan.
I know, but I think it's too corporate at this point for him to just be like,
Actually,
no,
I
I'm gonna let
fully
him
agree
go.
with what you're saying, Connor. Like, yeah, like
That's
there's
what I'm
no way
saying.
they don't let him do the interview.
I'm just saying, like, if they don't let him, Joe's not just gonna be like, oh, you know what? Fuck this. I hate censorship, and just like go out there and, man, you're having a tough one with that.
Dude, it's fucking like really tight and just not fucking going
Just
in.
loosen it.
I've been.
You're turning it the wrong way.
Am I?
Yeah, it's too tight. You gotta loosen it down and then retighten it.
All right, y'all want to talk about the
Just fucking hold the mic.
upcoming fights?
Just hold the mic. Fuck that. No, well, we can also talk about, like, oh yeah. Sean and Jan Sean.
Jan Sean. Yeah. Next
Weird,
One.
cool.
Weird. I mean, fucking dope as shit.
I saw
I mean,
that
that-
and I was like, what?
I mean, that's what I fucking wanted, and
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
mind it
lie.
whatsoever.
That's
tough.
Piotr Jan versus.
It's tough, but I
If Sean wins,
huge.
that
Ginormous.
is so
Awesome.
insane.
But it'll probably be 3 rounds. So I could see, Jan's kind of a slow starter. That's kind of like his thing. So, I could see Sean fucking just if he lands like 2 good shots, one in the first round, one in the second, just survives a third.
Oh, I mean,
I'd see him like edging one out, maybe.
I could see Sean winning for sure.
But
1,000%.
I
Sean
don't-
is like
I doubt that he will, but he might.
Sean is so like legitimately talented and does like really cool things that like he's not just like a hype fucking social media. Like he does fucking cool shit and he's like very good.
But Jan,
But he's had a weird fighting career as of yet. Like just a lot of weird shit happened.
Well, you can't you can't talk shit on Sean for only fighting cans now.
Yeah, you're
Going-
goddamn right about
Going
that.
straight up to Jan.
You're
That's
goddamn
yeah.
right.
No,
Alright.
no,
Like,
no
alright,
one
let's
can
get
say
it.
anything.
That's fat nuts move
Yeah,
right there.
let's get after it. That's dope.
cool. Yeah.
Imagine Sean pulls out and he gets injured. That's some shit.
I mean,
Shut the fuck up,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I shouldn't have put that
Great
in
point.
the world.
Great. That's awesome. I bet he will now.
Yeah, that was
He's going to break his fucking femur. Just crush his entire
He's gonna
leg.
have to retire.
Yeah. Dude, you fucked up saying
Yeah,
that.
I did.
You for sure cursed that fight. But no, that'll be sick. That card is stacked.
Super
It's-
stacked.
Sandhagen fucking Dillashaw Sterling,
Yeah.
Charles and Islam obviously. And what was the other? There was another Sean Brady and Bilal Muhammad.
Mhm.
Inshallah Bilal Muhammad will get killed in the octagon.
Bilal Muhammad first MMA
First UFC
death. Or, yeah,
death.
first UFC death.
Yeah, that'd be
funny.
Sean Brady is not the guy that's going to do that, though.
I don't think so,
So-
but
he could
you never
win. If
know.
Sean Brady won, that'd be better than the alternative, which is Bilal Muhammad's success.
yeah.
I'm praying on Bilal Muhammad's downfall now.
I'm praying on
He fucked up my boy.
Islam Makhachev's downfall because I'm
Dude.
a full on Charlie Olive stand now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well that fight is that card is also going on Abu Dhabi time,
Mm-hmm.
so it's gonna
Also, wait,
the
hold on,
prelims
we
start
gotta
at
talk
10
about
a.m. for that.
Jeez.
We're breakfast beering
Yeah,
for that,
breakfast
dude.
beer.
That's an occasion we have to breakfast beer.
Oh
for.
yeah.
I'll
100%.
do that for sure.
Day drink.
Yes,
Dude,
facts.
hold on.
Factos.
Seriously, we do gotta talk about that. Charles fighting Islam
Is
in
so
Abu Dhabi
so exciting.
is
it's
insane.
I fucking hate saying this, and I even feel bad, but it's like Tony Khabib on steroids.
Well, no, Charles and Khabib would be Tony Khabib on steroids.
Sure,
Charles versus Islam
but I
is
think
like it's the reverse.
I
It's
think
like better
Islam's more
it's like
exciting than Khabib.
better Tony, worse Khabib. You know
Worse
what I'm saying?
Khabib, but more exciting, and it makes the matchup more intriguing.
Sure, yeah.
No,
Well,
if
it's more,
Khabib was fighting fucking.
I think it's more
Oliveira.
evened out.
I sort
But
of agree.
Khabib versus
Yeah, whatever.
Oliveira would be better than Tony Habib in hindsight.
God, I would love if
At
Olive's
least,
beat-
I mean,
Dude, it
prime,
just makes
prime,
me sad
Islam
about
and
Prime Tony.
started
Prime-
shit talking
prime
Khabib.
Tony versus Khabib would be, dude.
I mean, that's a different conversation.
Yeah, it is.
Olives wins and pulls out a drawing of Muhammad.
Burns it
Dude,
on live TV.
gets killed for
Yeah.
sure. Would get murdered
He'd
for
get
that.
beheaded.
Yeah, they'd
Oh,
kill.
he died.
They'd kill
dead.
him.
He
dude.
died.
He's dead.
You see what they did in Paris? They'll fucking, and he's in Abu Dhabi.
They would light him up.
They'd throw him in the ocean.
Yeah.
They would fuck his ass up. Dude.
Oh, it'd be crazy. But
Baller. That's a
man.
warrior spirit, though.
yeah, because I was watching just Charlie Olive's highlights came across my Twitter feed, and man,
Sick as hell.
I just
He's sick.
it
He's fucking
was
the best,
tremendous. It was really good.
You love
Because, like,
who doesn't love
the
that
Twitter
guy?
account that I have now is just baseball and MMA shit.
Yeah.
Because that's whatever. So it's just like it just comes up, and a fucking real good Charlie Olive's highlight reel came up, and I was sitting there for a good 5 minutes, just like, oh
Yeah, he's
the
dope
fucking
as
man.
fuck.
He's
He's
got
the coolest.
He's got dynamite for fucking fist. He's got
And he didn't. He just does now. He just hits.
That's what I'm.
He didn't used to.
No. He fucking rocks everyone now. It's crazy.
It's weird.
He fucking knocks
Well,
down everyone.
he gets knocked down, and then he goes Super Saiyan, and he's just like, oh,
no,
okay.
he's got this fucking
cheat code where
he's
you
got
just
this
lay down.
No, he's got this cheat code
the
of
Diaz
being,
game plan, dude.
Yes,
Get
of
knocked-
being able to actually implement that because
If you're hurt at all, he just sits down.
he falls down and has as much time as he wants to recover. It's such a cheat code, but it's so fucking brilliant and like such a cool thing that I like seeing him use is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Because
It's
he's
cool.
like got actual effective
And
MMA jiu-jitsu too.
and
it's
he's
not like
like
some bullshit like he's just gonna play guard.
And it's definitely a sign that he's like not even thinking about going to the decision.
No,
Because that's a
no, and that's not. He doesn't give a
that's a
fuck.
way to lose rounds for sure. But he doesn't care.
He doesn't give
No,
a
no,
fuck.
it's
that
not
is
part of
lit
his
He
plan.
knows
too.
he's gonna get up and just start.
That
throwing.
part is super lit.
to just like
He's gonna
concede-
clinch up and throw the nastiest knees you've
Yeah.
ever seen.
You just concede
Like,
knockdowns. That's
Could
crazy
you believe
to
though,
do.
if like, because I'm not gonna lie, bro, I can really see for some reason Islam taking him down, finding him in a position where he can't move and just throwing bombs.
Islam don't be hitting like that though.
I feel like I can see that
happen.
Islam doesn't smash like Khabib, but he does like he'll sub you, like he'll fucking get you.
Yeah, I mean he's good
like,
on the
he'll
ground,
choke you, but
he's not.
That's why
like,
it's so fascinating with Charles, because Charles will do the same fucking thing to him in a second.
Yeah, dude, it's a very cool.
I mean, Charles gets your back unless you're Michael Chandler and you're gonna fucking do a backflip slam, which is one of my favorite things in MMA history now.
Dude, that thing
like just watching that, just and
easily,
because since the more Charles fights and the more Chandler's fights, that moment gets cooler.
Yeah,
because when Olives gets your back, it's basically over now.
And Chandler was just like,
you're just gonna get choked out. And Chandler stands up and fucking just sends himself flying.
Never actually worked,
and then it worked.
But he's just it didn't. He kept the back on that, and then he spun out after.
Spun out like right after.
Yeah,
but I'm sure that fucking giant fall had a little bit.
I think I saw one on like a regional scene where the dude tried to do like a backflip and spiked the guy on his head. Like he turned and then landed.
Michael Chandler would have loved
like
that happened.
Yeah, but that's risky because you're also going there. So you might just fucking
get the
bonk
worst
yourself
of it.
too. You might get spiked.
That moment, I mean, top 5 fucking MMA
cool.
moment for me because it's so cool.
It's because it is because what you said. Now that like Oliveira keeps fighting and doing like fucking subbing these motherfuckers, and Chandler had him on his back and decided to jump and slam him right back into his back. It's such a savage.
And and Charles isn't just fighting motherfuckers. He's fighting the top dudes who have been fighting other top dudes for a grip now.
Tony. He did
Tony. He couldn't even fucking finish.
Tony.
He should have, but Tony was just like, I don't tap.
Yeah,
that is another thing, dude.
So crazy.
Like here, he readjusts, and then it's like he was
fully hyperextended his arm, and he was just like, no. Same thing with the fucking Dariush, the heel hook, and he was just like, no. I don't think I will.
I'm literally not gonna tap out.
Yeah, and then bitch ass TJ Dillashaw gets hurt in like a random leg entanglement with Corey Sandhagen. It's like, I blew my ACL.
Yeah.
It's like Tony was in a full heel hook from Dariush. He was like he's like a purple belt world champion. And he was just like, doesn't hurt.
Doesn't really matter because it didn't hurt. He's one of those guys that's like, oh, that didn't hurt. But he's like being pretty honest.
Yeah.
He's like, that didn't affect me at all.
Leg kicks, just if you ignore leg kicks hard enough, they don't work.
They don't exist, actually.
Yeah, you think your technical striking is all big and bad until you get in there with a guy who's just like, this shit doesn't hurt.
It's fake.
This shit doesn't work on me.
Yeah,
striking doesn't work on me.
You keep going.
Your jab doesn't work on me because it don't hurt me.
Who do you guys have in Islam Olives? Like genuinely, like not hard answer, brain answer.
I'm sorry. I've got Islam.
Really?
No, I can't pick against Charles, dude.
I don't want to.
Neither can I. I can't even. I
don't want to. I don't want to. But the thing is I feel like if I predict him, I won't be so sad if Oliveira loses.
You're sadness hedging. That's fine.
Islam's been KO'd before, and Charlie Olives finds a way to just.
Like I don't think Islam's going to be able to last.
He did get hit by a bomb going in for a takedown. So I mean,
just like he starts like the way he fucking sends Gaethje on his ass is crazy. When you're like, oh, that's Justin Gaethje, bro.
Yeah, notorious like
hard head, like
no, and he
sends him
blasts
like, just
dude.
fucking
just blast him. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
awesome.
Yeah, truly.
Charles is awesome. He's the best. Who doesn't like him? If you don't like him,
I'm gonna be sad if he loses.
If you don't like him,
I'm gonna be real sad, bro.
But man,
he will lose at one point. He fucks around too much not to lose at some point.
Yeah, but that's like what makes him so good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. But he will lose at one point. But it's fine because he's awesome.
I want him. He can win this next one and then win another and then lose.
Just beat Islam,
and then win again.
Bro.
Yeah,
please.
It doesn't matter. As long as he's still fighting, that's fucking
cool. The fucking Khabib fanboys are gonna be mad.
Squigglies.
They will be so angry. Mad. Could you imagine Oliveira calls out Khabib? It won't happen, but imagine if he does it.
He should.
Fat ass Khabib.
But he should do it.
He just starts talking shit about Khabib's fans. Like, they talk so much shit to me.
I mean,
and
that would be
won't
dumb.
Even...
Who cares about his fans?
Well,
Khabib,
I'm just saying, like,
your dad was a bitch. I fucking hate you. And your mom.
Yeah.
Habib would like pull up on him.
Yeah.
In a in a gym and corner them.
And then a bunch of Brazilians are gonna fucking start
then
stabbing people.
Yeah, because they're everywhere in Brazil.
It's not this bullshit.
It's not a
this
small,
bullshit Irish
population place.
Nah,
SBG bullshit.
No, it ain't this SBG
Talking
bullshit.
about shoot a box favela boys.
Yeah, dude.
Coming in there with draw and quarter you.
Oh, dude, they're gonna have fucking their hands taped up, dipped in glue with shards of glass on them.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
If we get a war games.
Yeah. Oh,
war games with
a UFC war games.
Khabib's boy. It's 2 octagons and they have to jump over the fucking sides in 2 octagons in a Hell in a Cell.
Sick, dude. That'd be so
a war
dope.
game, but they get weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that would be sick.
Oh.
But that would also be so dangerous if it was real.
Yeah, it'd be dope though.
If it wasn't a worked thing.
What are the teams?
The team?
They don't even have to be like we're doing fantasy teams.
Like
a
fantasy
fantasy
teams?
like Brazilian fucking Charlie Oliver.
Brazilian versus Russians.
Sure.
Fedor.
Okay.
You get Fedor and Big Nog.
Okay.
Are we doing primes?
Of course, primes. Primes makes it more
Shogun
fun.
for sure.
Shogun for sure.
Charlie Olives.
Charlie
Khabib,
Olives.
Islam. Islam has to be there. The dude who sucker
Fedor.
punched Connor. In the whatever, I think his name was Ottoman Azaitar. It was somebody. And then the God, what is the warlord who supports MMA over there? The Chechen warlord?
No, he's their mouthpiece. He's their mouthpiece.
Right, he's on the outside throwing tacks in there. He's throwing a bag of thumbtacks in there and fucking like
a bullhorn
glass tubes and fucking. And then who's the Brazilian mouthpiece?
Ooh, hold on.
Oh, we gotta have Spiders in there.
Yeah, I
Spider
was looking at
Silva for
Spider
sure.
right now.
Silva's showing out for sure.
So we got Charlie Olives.
We got Charlie Olives. Spider.
Costa.
No, not Costa. He ain't like that.
Vanderlei.
Prime Vandy.
Prime
Vandy.
Vandy. What are we talking about? Yeah.
Vitor.
Vandy. Vitor.
TRT Tour.
Yeah, TRT,
yeah.
obviously.
All right. That's a
TRT
fucking
Tour,
Big Nog.
Shogun, and then you got to have one. Yeah, Big Nog, I
Big
guess.
Nog for Fedor.
Sure.
Oh, man.
So we got Charlie Olives, Shogun, TRT Tour, Prime Vandy, Big Nog versus Fedor, Khabib.
Maybe get a Jose Aldo in there.
Islam.
We
don't have a small Russian lad.
Umar.
Yeah, what's Umar doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Umar?
well, I guess
Wanna
we got to
run it
have
up?
the whole Nurmagomedov. So Umar, Khabib, Islam. So we got Charlie. We got Olives, Aldo, and who is the other light fella? We don't really have like a because we got to get Shogun
145.
We got to get Shogun
at
and Silva in there
because
Shogun's fucking pride offense is lethal
Oh
in a
my God, are
fucking
you
in a
kidding me?
5-man fight. The way he kicks people who are on the ground,
Yeah.
you need that. So yeah, definitely. I mean,
Okay.
we got to do combined weight. So let's throw a flyweight in there.
Cyborg.
If we do combined weight, we put Figueiredo in there instead of Big Nog.
That's true.
And then we get the combined weight to match up. So we get Figgy in there. So we got Figgy, Aldo, Charlie Olives, Shogun, and Silva versus Fedor.
What if we fucking throw a Prime Hickson in there?
Hickson? Oh, well, no. None
Versus,
of the Gracies are like that. Unless you're talking about Helio Gracie.
No, but who's
who
like
killed
a
a Japanese man when the Japanese man tried to attack him with a chainsaw. The legend of the Gracie self-defense method.
That's hilarious. I love this fucking fantasy booking shit.
Wait, hold
dude.
up. He killed a man with the chainsaw, or the guy was trying to kill him with
No,
the chainsaw?
because you know how they were like the Gracie self-defense method.
A Prime
is-
JDS versus a Prime Fedor is fun.
Sure, yeah, sure. Prime JD. Who? I feel like we're missing a Brazilian. Maybe
Verdum, Machida,
No,
Shogun.
No, I definitely think Vandy's like.
Shogun.
Well, we're talking about a 5-man fight, so you want some ferocity. You want Vandy in there for sure.
Vandy. I kind of want Shogun too.
You definitely have to have Shogun for the Pride rules.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Shogun's a must-have. I don't know if is Silva a must-have.
Silva's kind of, but so's Aldo.
You definitely. Well, that's why I'm saying combined weight. We got to sacrifice somebody. So I think we sacrifice the big heavyweight and have fucking.
Sure.
We have Shogun and Silva double team
But if
Fedor.
you're doing Rush and you have
Also-
who's double teaming Fedor?
Shogun and Silva, and they do him in a couple seconds because those two dudes are fucking his ass up.
Fuck.
Also,
So
we should probably talk about the upcoming fights too. I'm just saying.
Nah, fuck it. Who cares?
Okay.
We're running.
Who cares?
We're jiving.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's book a UFC WrestleMania supercard. Every fighter, fucking. This is dream show.
Dream.
Dream fucking WrestleMania type UFC show.
So not just
all-time fighters. Primes.
So we're doing 1v1s.
1v1s, primes. Okay. 5. We get 5 fucking fights to choose for all.
Okay,
time.
Silva versus GSP has to happen. That one's like an all-timer missed.
That is.
I'd want
and it was
GSP
close,
Khabib.
but I don't.
Prime.
Who's Fedor? Fedor's got to fight somebody from the UFC. Fedor versus Ngannou. That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy, but it's almost like common. Like
Yeah,
that
I
would
feel
look
like
hilarious.
Ngannou just destroys.
You know what's actually like a really fun, like idea is Fedor versus DC.
Sure.
Yeah,
I feel like you can better
I
utilize
kinda would.
Fedor though.
I know.
You could do more with Fedor than that, and we're talking prime Fedor,
I
not
know.
Fedor who likes boxing,
No, yeah,
like real, like punching,
pride
breaking his
Fedor.
hands on the mat.
Oh my god, that shit's insane.
Yeah. Oh god, Fedor Kane maybe, like prime Kane.
Prime Kane, prime Fedor. I think
I think that's
the fight to make.
in terms of
I
heavyweight.
think that's for sure the fight to make.
Who we're doing at lightweight?
Light heavyweight.
No,
Or
light heavyweight is a historically significant division. We got to have a women's fight on there just cuz. Who's lightweight? Who's
lightweight? Lightweight is
light heavyweights. I mean, Shogun versus Jones already happened. That was pretty bad.
yeah, no. Fuck that. Okay, light heavyweight.
I feel like Shogun kind of has to be in there. Like prime, like GP Shogun, fucking like the man Shogun. Because with prime,
I'm going to fucking. I gotta look at like pound, like small time shit to really. Because I feel like I'm gonna miss someone and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I gotta pull up some rankings.
Mighty Mouse versus Dillashaw, like prime. That's one that was kind of missed out on.
That is true. I mean, lightweight. It's hard to not be like Khabib, Charlie Olives.
Yeah, sure. I would.
You know?
Yeah, go ahead and throw that one.
Because
on
like,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. So we got GSP Silva.
Okay. I got a fun one that I could see a lot of people like rolling their eyes, but prime featherweight Connor versus Volkanovski.
Yeah. I would rather see fucking.
That would
Connor,
be actually fun
I
as
would be
fuck.
so intrigued.
I'd rather
by
them
that.
run back Connor Aldo, and have Aldo
That's
not
true, too.
sprint at him.
Yeah,
have that
that's
happen
true,
again.
too.
Because that was undeniably weird. So when does Aldo ever just run at you and throw a bomb?
Dude,
Because
he
Connor fucking
Connor
made him that
fucking-
mad.
Got
It's
in his
literally
head, yeah.
the whole thing.
He
like
did. He
that's-
worked him into a shoot.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
he predicted the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was doing the fucking.
Fuck the women's fight. All of those fights have already happened, really.
No, seriously. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, who cares about
Harrison
Ronda, which
Nunes.
is- yeah, right.
Whoa. Yeah, no. All of the like dream fights for women's fights have already happened because all of the good women's fighters are fighting right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's not even I mean,
Dude, it's so hard to find a fucking half decent list.
of what?
Like to find like a rankings by
Are you using
weight.
Fight Matrix?
Mm-mm.
That was good. That was good for the cast.
Middleweight. Who would be fun for like Izzy to fight?
That's what I was looking at right now. I mean, Anderson Silva, obviously, prime.
Yeah,
But
but I mean that would be fucking
happened
snooze fest.
already,
And it
so-
happened.
Huh?
It would be a snooze fest, and
Whitaker
happened.
Silva maybe. That'd be cool. Like
Whitaker
Ooh,
Silva
that
would
actually
be
would
fun.
be pretty interesting.
And I think Silva would do him worse than fucking Izzy did him.
I think Whitaker might get on him. Not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think Anderson's as good. I think
Weidman fucking fainted at him.
Hey, I mean, that's Silva fucking like 8 years into his run. Come on now. We're talking primes.
I mean, Weidman...
you can't tell me what prime Silva is Weidman Silva.
I know, but like, if Weidman could do... I mean, he wasn't that far off his prime.
He wasn't that far off his prime, but he still was. Like, that was the beginning of the end. Like, I'm talking...
And Whitaker is immensely better than fucking Weidman
Sure.
at all of his game.
But
almost,
if he pulls up in there like how he did...
I will say,
Izzy
Silva
that first
also was
time,
doing the whole...
Sure,
I mean,
yeah.
Silva's fucking...
Yeah,
doing
I mean,
him
the
worse than Izzy
first
did.
game plan...
Like... Oh.
I mean, but I'm talking about fucking first Yoel fight, Rob, with no torn apart knee. We got a problem.
Yeah, I mean...
Silva.
It's so
I mean,
funny
all of these fights are
Musasi's
like...
number 4.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, my dream fight is Musasi versus Izzy.
That's crazy.
That's my dream middleweight
That's
matchup.
so fucking funny. Yeah, Fight Matrix. Now I'm on Fight Matrix.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do this fucking... I can't do these things because I'm holding down the fort over here with my laptop.
I would love to fucking find a... okay, all-time MMA rankings. What division do we want to do? Let's do welterweight.
Well, that's a GSP Silva. That takes the whole...
Yeah. GSP Usman's very interesting, too.
Sure. GSP Silva's like the kind of...
Ooh, no. Actually, for me, personally, I would want to see Usman more. I would want to know that.
I mean,
that's
a prime
capping on
Anderson.
the boat, dude. Well, GSP Silva's like the one that could have but never happened.
Okay, I'll say this, too. A prime BJ Penn versus Khabib would be fascinating to me.
Sure, I mean...
BJ Penn was a motherfucker that was fucking up Matt Hughes. Like, dude, whatever. Dude,
those guys were not on Khabib's level. One thing you love to see is Rumble versus Jones.
Dude, this fucking all-time lightweight.
Rumble versus Jones at heavyweight? Or Ngannou Jones would just be cool to see fucking...
That would be cool. But you know who's number 3 on this all-time lightweight Fight Matrix list?
Who?
Eddie Alvarez.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he was good in his day, but...
He was good in his day, but...
He was good before he got to the UFC, was when he was really in his prime.
No,
with the dream stuff.
These rankings are kind of weird. But I just like seeing that name.
We're spitballing. We're not serious.
Because I like to think more like it could be like the more older guys versus like a Khabib versus BJ Penn is fascinating.
Yeah, I just think
BJ in his day, he was such a fucking savage, dude. BJ gets so slept on sometimes.
And BJ gets slept a lot.
I know, but
Connor's
like
at 23.
Yeah, I mean at
Connor
lightweight
Khabib
for sure.
too is definitely
Connor's
something.
got how many fights at lightweight?
2, 3. Well, he fought the one Diaz one at lightweight. They fought at welterweight, right? The second one was at welterweight?
No, the first one was at welterweight.
Okay, yeah. Second one was at lightweight. And he fought Khabib. And then he fought Dustin twice. So 4.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, with 4
Oh, 5. Eddie. I didn't even count Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah, sure. 5 fights. And he's 1-4. That's tough, dude.
Okay.
When you think about it like that, that's tough.
Prime Aldo, Volk. Prime Aldo Volk.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's fucking fun.
Sure.
I mean, the Aldo that whooped up on
Chad
Mendes versus Volk, that's fucking fun, dude.
Like a prime Aldo. Like when he fought Chad.
Prime Aldo versus Khabib could have been really interesting.
That's interesting as fuck,
I think that's more interesting than Aldo. Because Aldo already fought Volk. Not in his prime, granted, but like, I feel like...
I'm talking young man in there slamming it down with Chad Mendes.
Sure. But I feel like putting him against Khabib would be pretty fucking sick.
It'd be sick, but I feel like
because he's anti. I mean, that's his
he's
whole
anti-wrestler,
dude.
That kind of doesn't almost like matter.
But he fucking
Khabib.
The way.
Well, the thing
he's got like
also a lot heavier than Volk. Like Volk is 145. Well, obviously not walking around, but Khabib's cutting like.
I'm talking about Aldo versus.
I thought you were talking about Volk Khabib.
No,
what
Aldo
the fuck?
Oh, you're
Volk Khabib.
His thing is also.
I mean, sure. I'm all for Volk fighting anybody now. I'm
really.
fucking. I'm on his.
No, I mean,
I'm on his dick, dude. I'm on Volk's train, but.
Patricio.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to see Pitbull versus Khabib. That's the one that got away.
Yeah, it really is.
We should talk about this week's fights.
Okay, yeah. We'll just get into it right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
So we got the fucking London card coming up.
Last week's fights were gay.
Yeah, I don't even...
Except for shout out Matt Schnell
can you
versus
say that
Sumaderji. That was fucking so sick.
That was all over fucking
It was
Twitter.
crazy as
The fucking
shit.
Reddit
What
where
was the
the
main
people commenting being like,
Ortega
"You think this is a sport?"
Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah, boo. Ortega fucking... Yeah, I mean, are you kidding me?
I mean, I got those points for Yair, but I just
Yeah, you did. That's
Yair
crazy.
by TKO, dude. That's what I had.
That
I mean,
crazy.
it was gonna be close no matter what. I think, but that was really
It was
a
the
lame
worst fucking
way to end it.
lamest thing that could have happened.
And I'm fine if they do Rodriguez versus Emmett for the interim title since Volk broke his
Sure.
hand. Go ahead. Most
sure, Emmett from the
people
fucking
are so-
rafters.
dude, that was
Like
so funny.
Sting,
Dude. That's so funny.
I can't get enough of that shit. I wish Emmett would paint his face and start sitting up in the rafters.
Yeah, dude, that would be hilarious.
And he just like changes his character like Sting did.
Yeah.
They're like, Josh Emmett.
Or it's just a dude in a Sting mask up there, and then they pan into the octagon, and Josh Emmett's standing there like with
a
bat.
baseball
Yeah,
bat,
dude.
and he fucking takes out Buffer.
Dude, you want to talk about fucking Sting right now is sick. Old man Sting. I mean, we're not going to talk about it here, but God, they fucking nail it with him.
That's
every
dope.
time. He's so
Sting's
sick.
awesome.
They're
Late
like
90s WCW Sting is
Sting now
Like
is
a top-
fucking cool. They're
Yeah, I
using
saw
him
so,
correctly.
but like a late 90s Sting is arguably
Yes,
top 10 white boy.
Of course.
Arguably a top 10 white boy.
He's up there.
I mean, the fucking meme of him in the rafters is... I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Sting is
priceless.
one of the all-time white
He's
boys.
fucking dope. I mean,
sure.
just being the Crow.
And
like,
him
all right.
and Jeff Hardy, they had a white boy moment.
Oh, yeah.
At
Oh, my
TNA
God.
Final Impact or whatever the fuck
That's like
that
the
was.
most famous fucking...
DWI wrestling match.
Anyhome.
But
Aspinall
no.
Blaydes.
Aspinall Blaydes. Aspinall TKO. I hope. I really hope. I really, really hope so.
That's what I have Aspinall by KO as well.
Damn.
That would be sick.
Yeah, me too.
I was thinking about him by sub maybe.
I
but
really
I
was
was
gonna
too, but
pick
I was
Blaydes.
like, I don't know if Blaydes is gonna get subbed. Haven't seen it really, but
I just really thought for some reason I've got a
like
feeling
he's
Blaydes
not gonna
wins them.
he's not gonna straight arm lock Curtis.
No.
Blaydes.
don't think so, but hell, you never know.
Nah.
Chris Curtis versus Hermanson. That's cool. It's cooler than the Till fight at this point. Because Till's
Till,
fucking...
I mean, fucking.
Till
when's
just
the
fucks around.
When's
dude.
the last time Till fought?
A while. When is the last time Till fought? Who'd he lose to
Gaslam?
last?
Oh, Brunson.
Brunson,
Oh, yeah. That sucked.
fucking with his fucking two
Yeah.
torn ACLs.
Chris Curtis is a lot of cooler deal to have that. I got Curtis by knockout.
Fucking Curtis by KO too.
Curtis TKO.
6 for 6. Let's go.
That's awesome. This next one is kind of really the fun one. I mean, Aspinall Blaydes is fun, but Paddy the Body
Oh, right. Versus Jordan
versus
Leavitt.
Jordan Leavitt. That's,
Yeah, dude.
twerk guy. He likes to twerk. It's funny. I like it.
I got Patty by sub.
Get Patty by sub.
Yeah.
Ryan.
I want to hear yours first.
No, you don't get to pull that shit.
Nah, because that's the order of everything.
I got Leavitt by KO, and he's twerking on Patty's
Oh,
grave.
that's
Holy
awesome.
And he's
shit.
twerking
Good
on
for
Patty's
you.
grave.
Dude, good
I-
for you.
Alright.
for
I
doing
just
that.
feel like it's so obvious, dude. Patty's gonna fuck around and get fucking
honestly,
slumped.
I hope so.
That would be great.
'Cause
But
I don't
I've
like
got
Patty
Pimlet by
enough to-
TKO.
You have Patty by TKO?
Yeah.
Well, Patty's also came out this week as a firm bootlicker,
Yeah, I saw
which
him
is
and
lame.
Molly.
They were both like, "You guys are just not interesting. Get paid more."
Huh?
To be fair,
what?
Yeah, him and Molly fucking bootlicked.
to be fair,
What is
that's
that? What do you mean?
That's facts.
It's
in
kind of
terms-
true, but-
in terms
Wait,
of being
what?
like if you're a fighter, that's facts.
You don't know what bootlicker is?
No. I
He
don't think so.
he thinks
Yeah,
fighter
of
pay
course
is
you are.
fine right now.
Oh no! I thought she did.
Both of them. They both were like, "You Muppets," and then they were like, "You guys are boring Muppets, bastard."
Bro, the fuck! Look, I
That's-
can't.
That's true.
honestly,
to be
It's
honest.
true. Fighters should promote themselves more, but also
No, I mean
they
it's
should get paid
so
more,
obvious, like they should, because look at fucking Patty and Molly.
But
My thing is like,
not
look,
everyone
if you want to
can
be
do
a
that.
hero,
Not everyone can do that, but you should try.
If you want to be a hero, but like honestly,
But
just for the character he is, I'm fine with it. Because it's like, look, was he gonna really be like, yo, fighter pays a problem when they're obviously just gave him a huge pay increase, like giving him what he wants. Like,
well,
he's making more money.
The
from
problem when
all
people
the
try
outside
to
shit than he is getting paid from the UFC.
When fighters
supposedly
try
got
to
a really
promote
big deal
themselves,
this,
it ends up just being
one
like
time
them
with his
trying.
fight.
It's Ian Gary.
I know.
That's what happens when a fighter who doesn't just naturally
But,
have it.
like,
that's what happens.
Like,
they're lame. A lot of them are just lame guys.
Is evolved. Like the MMA's been around for a minute now, boys. Like you guys know, like you should fucking get it.
If they were like, yeah, let's.
Not be Ian fucking Gary about
not
it.
every MMA fighter is gonna sign like a multi-million-dollar deal with fucking Barstool.
No,
and just get shit.
Neither, but it's
so like either let them fucking get their sponsors,
like,
or turn it into a sport and pay them.
Agree, but fighters are trying to be entertaining.
Sure, they should.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Sure, okay, fair enough. I
no,
like
really. I mean, obviously, I agree.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
fighters
yeah,
should
of
get
course.
paid.
You're not a boot. You're not a boot.
It's an interesting. I think fighters leave a lot on the table.
Yes, for sure.
Because
for sure,
people already want to like them. They're just lacking character.
of course. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, Krylov versus Gustafsson. Krylov by decision.
I had Gus by decision.
I have Gus by TKO.
Really?
Washed.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just rooting for it.
Gus is washed for sure, but
McCann versus Hannah Goldie.
this dude Krylov is, he's fucking lost 3 of his last 4. He beat
Sure.
Johnny Walker.
Slight heavyweight. Hey,
man.
that stands for something. He's in a main event soon, so.
Who?
Oh, no, never mind. The guy that did the wacky inflatable 2-man knockout to him.
That's cool.
It's Santos versus Jamal Hill. Inshallah, Jamal Hill will just brutally knock out Thiago Santos, and we can stop with Thiago Santos main eventing shit.
That is a good point.
Please, God.
That's an interesting note that you raise. But we got Meatball Molly coming up next. Of course, Hannah Goldie leading off the card.
Molly by decision.
Not leading off the card. Molly by
decision.
decision.
Of course.
Obviously.
Duh.
And
Uzdemir versus
fucking
Craig.
jacked.
Hannah Goldie is jacked as hell, dude.
It's funny looking.
Her buys
dude.
are fucking popping.
Jesus.
She's shredded.
Uzdemir
versus
Bearju.
Yes, Paul Craig.
Paul
I've got
Craig
Uzdemir
decision. I mean,
by decision.
Paul Craig submission sub,
Sure.
not decision, because I think that's fun.
Uzdemir by decision. Ryan, what do you have?
Yeah, okay. It's because I have 2 picks for my rounds, but I might give Craig submission round 2.
Cool.
That's fun.
Damn.
You picked it. It's in.
Fuck.
No more.
All right.
And me and Connor probably it's Mikhaev by sub round 1.
Huh?
Mikhaev by sub.
No, I have fucking Mason Jones by first round KO over Ludwig
okay.
Klein.
Cool. We have different round picks.
Yeah.
And I figured Mikhaev by sub would be like everybody's like, oh.
I mean, I saw that, but like, I didn't.
Yeah, well,
I'm not a big Mikhaev guy.
I'm gonna shove it in your fucking face when it happens. Anyway, Ryan, what's up? What's your prelim pick?
Mikhaev sub.
But not by round.
Mm-mm.
Cool. Okay. That's it, and that's that.
Yeah, that's
In it.
That is a.
To be honest,
Bruv.
I just looked at before I was here. I looked up his record, and he's like 6-0. So I was like, oh well, the other guy's not. So, and the fucking bar was light.
It's just
fucking
piping hot take.
I know.
Yeah.
Giving it to you.
Well,
What's your hottest MMA take? What's your fucking actual hottest?
My hottest
hottest
MMA
MMA take?
I don't have to think about it.
That's
I'm
what I'm
usually
saying.
pretty falling in line with whatever Jack Slack says. So
I'm trying to think.
Hot takes.
I definitely have some, but I'm trying to think of my most hot one.
I think you just one thing I notice about you is that you really like Brian Ortega.
Yeah, he's he's dope.
Well,
I was super disappointed.
Yeah. No.
He's a lot like me.
Yeah, he's dope and super disappointing.
No, well, his wife or his girlfriend or whatever.
What? What about her?
He's a fucking thick Latina.
Oh,
She's
thick
fucking,
Latina. Yeah, sure.
He's a cool guy. He's awesome.
He's drippy as hell.
Yeah.
Handsome.
He fucking walked up to
Debonair.
Korean zombies,
A suave.
translator, and just smacked him in the head.
Yeah, that was
For
weird.
God
that was
knows what?
He never does. Like he's not.
He's never done
He's
that
like a
shit.
nice dude.
Yeah.
Usually, but he's just like beefed for no reason.
Apparently he was shit talking to him. Whatever.
Yeah, something like that. But no, I don't really have. Not
you have
anything.
You have
off
a hot
the,
take.
Not
Ryan,
anything.
I know
off
Ryan's got a hot take. I know Ryan's got a hot take. I'm trying to think.
I don't have anything like too hot.
I was gonna say a Connor one.
Oh, that you think Connor's
Really?
actually like really like a pound for pound GOAT?
No, but I was gonna say prime Connor is better than prime Dustin Poirier. That's what I was gonna say.
I don't think that's too hot.
I don't think that's too hot either.
All right, well,
I mean,
then
I don't know.
I'll say
That's
Conor
like-
McGregor right now is better than Dustin Poirier.
That's
That's-
demonstrably
I
false.
feel like
oh
that's
wait,
just
out of trade. Wait, hold up.
false,
Then I
dude.
shouldn't
That's
say
not
that
even like
because
a-
there was no
obviously not
check.
right
No.
now. I think Connor. Sorry. I should rephrase that because I don't mean right now because obviously he's not like back. But I think Connor versus Dustin 3. Had he not had the leg thing, I think he would have won.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's not a
that-
hot.
I have
That's a hot
mine.
take.
I have mine.
What is it?
You don't think that? You think because that's also not like
That's not a hot
impossible.
take. It's just wrong.
How is that a hot take? Because
He
you
was
can't-
already getting his ass beat.
Whoa! No, he wasn't.
He was.
Dude, did you see his face? Nothing. He was said it at the fucking end of
That's
it.
how that works.
He said it, bro. And I'm telling you right now,
he
bro.
also said he was gonna kill Dustin's family.
He did say that.
but you know, but he said that he also said that the punches didn't hurt.
Do you
so-
really think that?
I think had he not
Is that an
went in
actual
there, hold on,
take?
hold on.
Or are you just
I
fucking
think,
around?
I think.
You can't
Because
possibly.
I have a real
I
one
think-
that's like kinda
Well, Connor, you go ahead. You
DC smokes Jones at heavyweight.
talk. I don't know. I don't.
I think DC smokes Jones.
I think
I think his power translates fucking
I
so
think the
much better
basis
than
of-
John's would. DC was knocking out Stipe. I think he could big bro. I think DC smokes Jones at heavyweight.
I think the basis of why Jones won is still the same at heavyweight, but I could see him just getting clocked and knocked out. And that's something that I don't find as hot because I would love to see that happen.
Yeah, but
So it's
I think that is like a hot take. Though.
Yeah.
Especially like because he lost.
Sure, yeah,
like
sure.
he clearly lost the two.
No, it
fights
is
before.
it is a
So
hot
it's-
it is a hot.
Because like
ish
I think
take,
I think he smokes Jones.
But
at
I would love
heavyweight.
to see it happen, so it doesn't really.
Me
I'm
too.
not like.
DC's hella
Yeah,
underrated his fighter
sure,
career.
yeah,
like
for
look
sure.
at his losses. It's
I'm trying to fucking think of something that I mean I haven't watched many of GSP's fights. That's not super hot.
yeah,
take, though.
it's not like you
He's
can
not
really.
He's not
that's
a
not-
very
yeah,
exciting fighter
that's
to
not a
watch.
hot
But
take.
that's I mean people know that.
Trying to think of another one.
God, I don't know. I'm just so straight and narrow with MMA opinions.
Ryan, think of a better one than fucking.
because I don't have a hot take.
than a
Because
Connor Dick Ryder one.
my opinions are right, and
That is-
Ryan's
that is true.
like all of my thoughts.
Ryan
and
should just
takes
give a
on
normal
fights.
fucking take.
I've got a hot take with Ryan. I don't think Valentina's that good.
I was gonna say that, but that's not really a hot take. It's only a hot take to you and you because there is a community of Valentina stands.
It's only a hot take to everybody who isn't physically like attracted to her.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you're crazy, bro.
Yeah, everybody who doesn't fucking have her as her lock screen.
We did the whole
That would be
Valentina.
We
crazy
did
last
we did
week.
that. It's
Yeah.
enough of that.
I want to hear like a legitimate, like non-Connor fucking hot take.
That's a perfectly fine hot take though. The Connor Dick Ryder hot take.
It's not because it's like it's not even real, and I know it's not.
You
Why
don't
is it
actually
not real?
It's
you don't
not
actually
real.
If he
You
didn't
don't
have
even
leg
actually
problems
think-
going into the fight and have those micro
Yeah,
fractures,
sure.
No, you're
if his
fucking
leg
around.
wasn't like,
You're
what is your
fucking around.
point?
It's not. You're not actually being.
Do you
for
not
serious.
remember
I
him
think
getting-
talent for talent.
Do you not remember him getting fucking flatlined the fight before?
Yeah, his leg went out.
The one fucking before?
You're
Connor
purely
too.
No. The first.
Yeah, the
Connor
second
Poirier,
fight.
Yeah,
yeah.
the second one.
He's like he stood up. He's like my leg. Once he had it, I couldn't. That's what he said.
He was getting the fuck kicked out of
I
his
mean,
calves.
in the third
So,
one,
yeah.
his leg did give out, but the second
And
one,
the second one, he was
he-
having problems with calf
yeah,
kicks because he acted like he never even thought of the idea that you could get your calf kicked.
So I don't get like where that line of
So
thought is
it's-
even coming from.
It's not. It's both of those.
Like I don't even feel that you believe that.
And he was getting worked the second or the third fight. So
That
you
too.
don't. You are. You're
That too,
fucking
he
with
was
us.
getting worked.
He's fucking
The
with
third
us.
fight, you are fucking with us.
He's fucking with us.
Fuck you.
What's a fucking? Give me your fucking hot.
I was
take,
trying
dude.
to think of one while y'all were talking. I couldn't fucking.
Mine
'cause
was
I still
fucking-
haven't figured out
Mine
one.
was decent.
I don't have one. I'm trying to think of something, but I just don't. I don't draw my own conclusions very often. I wait until the Patreon episode drops, and then I tell you what I think.
If they would have ran back DJ Mighty Mouse, DJ would have smoked. Or
DJ versus himself.
DJ Cejudo. DJ would have smoked Cejudo.
That's
not a hot take.
Because he even lose that second
No, that's
fight.
a hot take.
That's not a hot take.
If they ran it back,
I think a lot of people
maybe,
would disagree.
But
like
looking back,
day,
on it now,
I still
I
think
it's,
so.
Nah, I think people know.
No, well, looking back now, I think it'd be a hot take. But maybe when it first happened, sure.
Yeah, I'm talking.
That would be hot.
I still think
Or that wouldn't be hot.
I don't know.
Mighty Mouse was that dude for a grip.
Sure. Sure.
All
right, fucking.
I think this just drums up interesting conversation.
Yeah. Well, it's
So
also
Max fought Volk for
10:45.
the fourth time.
That's true.
Let's get the hell out
I
of
mean,
here.
we just run till 11. It's
We did a-
10:52.
we did
I
a
will
50
say-
Oh yeah, my clock.
Just to
wrong.
finish
Clean
off,
this clock. Tomorrow, no.
Max Holloway would beat Volk for the
Mamma
fourth fight.
mia.
So,
For the fourth fight, you think
yeah,
Max
in the
would?
fourth fight. Yep, I think Max turns
That's
it on him.
You're
Why do
lying.
you fucking do? Why did you do 2 back to back?
Just say you don't
that
think-
one was supposed to definitely.
Oh, that
be a
one was
joke.
though. I'm not even trying to
The
be funny.
Connor stand is a
That
funnier.
way was just like you're aware.
Yeah.
The Connor stand's a funnier
good-
gag
good
than
one,
that
bro.
dumb shit.
Good one.
Yeah, no, that wasn't. I just
Ronda
don't-
Rousey was competent striking. Is actually a very fucking good fighter. Like a competent striking coach that was like at a
Oh,
good
I don't think that's hot.
is a very good.
If Ronda
fighter.
Rousey was okay at striking, of course
literally
she'd be
just
good.
okay. Just she went to a standard like normal gym where they taught striking,
Oh.
where they had striking classes, and she was a part
Ronda
of
might give Juliana Pena a tough time now if she comes back.
Ronda maybe beats Pena tomorrow.
It's possible.
I mean, are you kidding me?
That'd be a
a
hot take
fucking-
with anybody outside of here, but I think.
I
Pena
know
might get-
it's not. Ronda.
I mean, if you
still
posted that in our MMA, you get lit up
for
that.
sure, I think so.
But I think
But
it's
Ronda with her
certainly possible.
world class fucking judo, and Pena's just
Pena doesn't hit like that.
No. I mean, yeah, no.
She just had that weird shit going on with Nunes. I don't know what that was.
Okay.
All right,
I
give it
would
to.
say if Hamzat were to fight Israel Adesanya, I think he would win.
I don't think that's hot either.
That's not too
I don't
hot.
even think
no.
that's hot.
I
We
feel
ju-
like that's hot right
Nobody's
now.
seen enough
generally
to
because
know.
of the Burns dialogue.
I don't know.
That's true. And
I think
yeah,
it-
because the more I think about it, like
sure.
if Hamzat just
Because Hamzat's not going to be afraid
if
of
Hamzat-
a sub
yeah,
from
if Ha-
Israel.
if Hamzat just runs in front of Izzy and kind of stands in front of him and like tries to swing with him, he's gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, and he wouldn't
Sure.
do that.
He fucking
It'd
kind
be
of fought
we-
like a
it'd be
dumbass
very
against
interesting.
Gilbert Burns.
It'd be
I'm not
super
gonna lie.
Yeah, but I do feel like that was more of a like.
He's
you
also
grow
like a
from
kid.
that. Like he's
That's
like,
what
yeah,
I'm
he's
saying.
a
In
kid. Like
terms
he
of
had to
fighting.
have learned about. He's gonna learn. He's like, oh,
I don't
okay,
know.
well, shit. I guess I can't do
Izzy's
that.
so
You would like
weird.
to hope he's
Izzy's
gonna
so
get better.
weird, man.
Plus, you saw how angry his coaches were.
I know.
Well,
and
bring
he
it back
didn't
to the
do
fucking
anything
how the
about it.
coaches have to do everything.
Bro, you can't lie, bro.
Bring
Don't
that
act
back.
like coaches aren't
Go ahead
humongous.
and bring it back.
They are, but in the end, it's the fighter.
It is, but the
fucking
coaches
doing
can
it.
like.
Enough. No more.
It's like, yeah.
That's
Ryan,
not a
you're
Valentina thing,
Ryan.
bro.
You
I
don't
think
get to.
coaching
You don't
is
get
so
to.
important.
You don't get to voice your opinions on this podcast anymore.
Like I agree, it's important in
Valentina
fighting,
stand.
but people do this. People do it a lot, even like, especially on the subreddit. It's like overvaluing coaching and stuff like that.
Well, I agree. There's
Like,
a certain amount of like
they
you
just,
can't do
they
like
forget,
what certain
like,
people
it's
do.
still the fighter that's doing the things. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I mean,
Because people do it a ton in other sports.
good coaching and bad coaching are both like they affect the fighter, but no coaching is like it's neutral. So
Yeah.
like if your coaches aren't telling you anything of note, as a la Valentina's coaches, that's not gonna like.
Well, I just meant like training you, like as in throughout your career, like they like how good they
Well,
are.
Valentina's
at teaching
coaches
you.
did train her to do.
But yeah, I don't know how
what she
good,
always
I don't know
does.
how good they are comparatively to like whatever AKA or like.
Right,
fucking-
but
I'm saying like if you were to like hook up with one of the best BJJ coaches of all time,
that'd
and
be a good
some
fuck,
like
dude.
fucking some just maybe slightly better athlete trained with some like just shitty ass gym, like potentially you could be a lot better than he could have been. Just because they pushed you harder, you got more locked in,
Well,
you
sure,
loved it
but-
more.
Where was the complaints about Valentina's coaches the entire rest of her career until she
Well, okay, we're not doing the Valentina thing now.
Well, you know, I'm always ready to go at you for the fucking Valentina stuff, dude.
No, me and Jacob were talking about it. Me and Jacob were talking about it before you got
blockhead.
Here.
No, don't call me a Jack Slack fanboy because Connor was on board too, and he doesn't even listen to that shit. So,
shut up.
No, it's just a right opinion fanboy.
Fuck you.
I like being right. My bad.
Well,
I don't like looking like a dumbass in front of the internet. Sorry. I don't like making an ass out of myself. Yeah.
Shame.
Get assaulted verbally, dude. This is a hostile environment.
Yeah, it is for you right now.
You fuck up and
you're swimming with the sharks.
Yeah, dude.
Buddy.
We're coming for the throat, dude. We see blood in the water whenever we start talking about Valentina.
Oh yeah.
We smell it. We said, "Oh, it's time to pounce. It's feeding time."
Not good.
Feeding time.
Overrated AF and one-dimensional, and has never really even been good in the first place.
She's always been the same fighter she's always been. She's never evolved her game ever. And she will never do that because she is physically and mentally incapable of doing so. And if
physically? Really?
I mean, physically, she's bad.
Bro, Jesus.
If that's what you're getting at, that's what you're saying. I'm sure that's
she's athletically capable of being.
Yeah, she's got a big, powerful butt, dude. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. I brought up physically and Valentina in the same sentence, and you were just like, oh God.
Yeah, he lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, you fucking. Yeah, dude, you're a simp and a cuck and a stan, and I will not have you on the podcast anymore. Be gone. You're kicked off. You're kicked off the podcast until you start hating Valentina like us. Until you come around,
loser.
Come around and be based, then we'll take you back. But you have to publicly disown Valentina.
Yeah, you do.
You have to go on Twitter and be like, @Bullet Shevchenko. I don't like you anymore. You're not very good, and you're not even that hot. and then you can come back on the pod.
So just lie.
About which part?
All of it.
No. I mean, she isn't even that hot. Yeah, now you're about to start getting heated as hell.
What do you have to say?
Fake news.
Fake news. Okay.
That's funny.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
Bye.
This has been trailing.
Yeah.
Let's get on.
It's fucking 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Bye.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Bye.